It's Saturday again, and it's a really special Saturday because
special Saturday.
Yeah, we are. Firstly, look at this upgrade menu in the main menu, in the pause menu, so I can pick multi-shots.
Ooh.
And then apply upgrades and restart run. But why else is it exciting?
I think it's exciting, Sean, because people can actually get their hands on Cycle 28.
Yeah, we are launching the itch beta. Beta or beta?
I say beta.
I think, I don't know, yeah. Anyway, so
we should have got that sorted first.
Yeah, we probably should have figured that out. But yeah, you can go and actually buy a copy of Cycle 28 right now on itch, and we'll put a link in the description, I'm sure.
Yeah. So that shouldn't distract you, Sean, from the really important thing about today, which is, of course, you trying to get a higher score.
Yeah.
A respectable score, I think, is what's required. But it will inevitably distract you and probably me too, because we are super excited about people actually getting to play the game. Those are people who have been following us on Twitter and on Facebook and through the closed beta, watching YouTube videos, engaging with us as indie devs working along on this game alongside other commitments and stuff, and have been giving us loads of support. It's just going to be so great to finally have those people able to pick up the game and see what it's all about.
Yeah, we had to change our plans a bit with the kind of testing side of things. We originally were going to have a much longer period, I think.
Stop shooting.
Yes, I'm not shooting. So originally we were going to. Our plan was to sell like Steam early access keys, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not allowed to do that for good reasons. So we are now. So the itch version. Do you want to explain what you get if you buy the itch version?
Sure. Okay. So the itch version, you get Cycle 28 in its beta format. So not quite the same game that we started with the closed beta. Obviously, we've made a lot of changes since that's been going on, thanks to a lot of feedback. But it is the beta version, so you get the game pretty what Sean or I are playing in this video. But what you don't get is the full story and the puzzle aspect of the game. So those will be available on release. But as someone who has bought a key through or bought the game through itch, you do also get a Steam key with that.
Yeah, so it's a retail key, so it's basically like you're pre-ordering it on Steam. Yeah, so you can you can. What did I get? 6.
Not
okay.
6,
Now I did.
I
had to. No. Now here's a question, because I had to reset. I had to reset my my save data this week.
Yes.
Now I've beaten my personal best. Which means I have a second upgrade unlocked. Do I get to use that now?
Oh,
have you got a second unlock?
I don't have a second unlock, no. But maybe that shouldn't stop you using one.
Well, I haven't for this run. I will for my final run. I mean, I presume I'm going to beat my high score again. But yeah, the final run, we'll do it.
But you're not going to beat. Well, you might. I hope you will. But
I hope I'm going to beat 600, because this is still pretty bad.
Yeah, are you going to beat your global leaderboard score? That's the question.
I can't remember what my global leaderboard is.
Well,
have you got your game up?
Great.
Can you have a look?
I can have a look for you, yeah. 1587.
Okay, 1587.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've already beat the 600. I kind of kept the multiplier going.
Nice.
So the itch build, so you get a DRM free build on itch, and then that, because it's not the Steam, we're using Steam for leaderboards, so it won't have the Steam leaderboards in there. You have to wait till the launch of the Steam version. But we are, so we still want to test the leaderboard out. So we. Do you want to explain what I was about to explain?
I don't. So
how to get hold of a actual Steam, like a early pre-release Steam key? There is going to be ways we can do this way.
Yes, we are going to be giving them away. So that's one of the exciting things about finally getting more and more people into the game, playing the game, being able to record runs like we are. And people have been in the closed beta have been doing that as well, and they've been keen to do that, and we've been sharing that as and when they've done it. Oh, it was so close.
And I don't think it came up on the stream. Okay, something else that's been implemented, but luckily they didn't record, so it's good. Okay. Now I'm going to go like 2 upgrades. So
all right,
I'm going to go for double drones because that's the second upgrade. Okay, so that's twice as every time a drone launches, there's a chance a second drone. So you see the 2 came out there.
Yeah, that just worked. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's that and 2. Okay, we're doing well. If I get another 2, yes, another 2.
What?
Come on.
I thought it was supposed to be chance.
It is chance. This is how randomness works.
Yeah, randomly done 4 times in a row.
Yeah. See, there
we go.
Yeah,
that's the 5th. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so tell people how they can get a pre-release key.
Yeah. So we're going to be giving those keys away to people who record the highest score run and post the video on a social media platform, YouTube, that kind of stuff, and let us know about it. So if you are in the itch beta, you do pick up a copy of Cycle 28 through itch, post a video, and let us know about it, and we'll be picking the highest scoring run each week to give that special key to. So that's pretty exciting. We're looking forward to seeing how people play the game, how they beat the kind of scores that, well, to be honest, how they beat our scores.
Yeah,
sure.
And seeing what happens with the actual leaderboard. Right. Okay. So yeah, it'll be. Oh man, it's interesting to think that this time when this video launches, it'll be out there for people to buy.
Yep.
In the early state, we didn't go with Steam Early Access because it isn't early access. That's not what we're doing. This is a beta, and I think early access means something different in 2018 than. Do you think? I mean, like early access to me is something that, like, you're coming along for the journey, and there's going to be big major changes, and whereas we've kind of finished the core game, we want to get some feedback, and also we're testing, I guess, more of a technical beta as well. We've done the closed beta. We haven't had any technical issues, or the ones we've had we've fixed. So yeah, so that's why we're not doing it on Steam Early Access, because it doesn't really fit with that. So.
Hey,
no! That guy again.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was my 3 runs.
That's 3 runs. Still not, even with double drones, you're still not pushing that.
That still wasn't my
score.
So 1-4. That didn't beat my global leaderboard score.
No, it didn't. Your global leader score is 1587.
Right. Okay. Oh, but that was close though.
Yeah,
pretty close.
It was kind of close.
Right. Let's see if you can do better.
Alrighty. Okay, my turn, Sean. Let's see if I can.
So your personal best is 2,000. Do you have? You don't have it. You've only got 1 upgrade unlocked at the moment.
That's right.
Correct.
Yeah. So we'll see if we can push that.
So yeah, so we're selling. So on itch, I have to remind myself of the price. Do you remember the price off the top of your head?
I want to say $4.99, but have I picked that from somewhere?
I hope that's right. Otherwise,
have I dreamt that number?
There's going to be some kind of like. $4.99. Yep, $4.99 on itch, and also. If it's $7.98 to get the game and the soundtrack. So that's Jordan's soundtrack, which I think is really good.
Fantastic.
He did a really good job.
Yeah.
So if you want to get that as well, that's there. And that will be on the Steam version as well.
Excellent.
I've set up that today, in fact. I managed to get the store page to hide with that.
Good, because we're having a lot of great feedback about that soundtrack. A lot of people really enjoying the music for the game.
It's a really important part of the game. If you're just watching our videos, you might because we're talking over it, it kind of, you don't notice it so much. But so the time is crucial. The music is really crucial. It's something that is inspired by The Witness. There is a section in The Witness towards the end of the game. So Witness spoilers. Skip ahead a few minutes if you have yet to play The Witness. It's not really a spoiler. There's a point There's a point. No, it is. I can't. I'm not going to say it.
Don't spawn other people's.
Yeah, spoilers are bad, but there's something. It's inspired by The Witness. Basically. There's a few things in this game that are inspired by The Witness. Actually,
it was
I was thinking about it the other day, and there's a lot which I wonder if people will realise or notice. Things you wouldn't expect to see in a game like this, I think, which I'm quite excited about. You've got shields. You've got shield ships showing up pretty quickly.
So that's a shield ship there, Sean. Just for people who haven't seen one yet.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, boss.
Yeah. So that's you got the same runner, same boss as me.
Does this boss follow you around, Sean? That's its part.
Yeah. So I'm trying to. How does that AI work? So yes. So he does, or she, or whoever is this person.
We don't have a name for this boss yet, do we? You and I.
No, we don't. So, I think we've big gunship, but that's a bit rubbish.
Big gunship, yeah.
That's where it is in the GIF folders anyway. No, So what's there's a couple of kind of AIs. Really, it's so simple. Yeah, you managed it. So he basically. For those who don't know, I'm a lecturer and an academic, and I did a lot of research in computational geometry, which is basically triangles and tetrahedra and various things. And so I quite like geometry, and I like thinking about these sorts of things. And so what he does, the boss does, is takes a line between itself and you, and then draws a tangent, kind of takes 90 degrees to that line, so which makes it so that he's flying in a way that circles you, but also turning towards you at the same time partially.
Okay.
So the idea is it corkscrews around, so it would spiral towards you. If you just stayed in the same place, it would spiral towards you, and that's kind of how. Oh, you've got the second split. This is the first.
Oh, that's a new.
There we go.
PB.
And some achievements. And you unlocked an upgrade, so you can use the upgrade.
Yeah, boy. Right. So, double drones.
Yeah.
So, apply upgrades and restart run. Let's see how my drones are spawning. Get ready for singles. Yeah. There's one. There's one. There we go.
Yeah. So yeah, there's lots of really interesting stuff with randomness, because we're really bad at understanding randomness as people, which is why casinos work, and why casinos make money. So there was an interesting talk by Sid Meier, talking about civilization and how you can imagine cases where it's the classic. I've forgotten the name of the. What's the turn-based game where you're making a base underground? XCOM.
Okay.
So XCOM is a turn-based game, and the classic thing is you've got a guy, and he's he could reach out and touch the alien, okay, that he's trying to kill, and it will say 90% chance of hit because it's one square away. If you miss, 90% chance means there is a chance that you won't hit.
Yeah.
But you immediately feel like that you should always hit. In your head, 90% is yeah.
I mean, that's 100%.
That's 100%, right? That's. And so when you say 50% of those drones will be double drones, people expect every other one to do it.
Yeah. And
if that doesn't happen, they're like, oh, it's not 50%.
Yeah.
So really, you shouldn't do randomness. But the only time you notice that is when you sat there at the start of the game.
Yeah.
When you're flying around, you're not really keeping track of.
No, there's too much going on.
But can you see now? We were talking a lot in previous episodes about how the drones don't do much. But now that you've got more, you're starting to see that they are. There's a guy like they were shooting.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, I think it's probably easier for spectators to see that than the player because there's just so much that you're focusing on.
And you shouldn't be. The whole point of the you see, they just strafed. They're totally doing something.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it a lot, whether or not we needed to do anything, but I think it's just that you're focusing on yourself.
Yeah. And like the top of the global leaderboard is a guy who's really quite vocal about the drone build, right?
Yeah.
Big fan of lots of drones in his build. So
yeah,
if they weren't doing anything, then you wouldn't that wouldn't be the case.
So
that was bad. Okay, all right, not a terrible score, but
yeah. Is this your final run now?
This is my final run. Yeah.
Okay. So I've been thinking. There's been some discussion in the Discord, and you should jump on especially if you grab a copy today. Join the Discord and let us know what you think. There's been talk about the engine gun.
Yes.
Which we specifically didn't call Gungeon, because
of obvious reasons.
Yeah. Well, we obviously this is a homage to Lifrousers, but. We didn't want to go too obvious, but
too far.
That's our. So people have been suggesting that needs a buff. And I'm starting to wonder if it does.
Okay.
If nothing else, just the fire rate, just putting the fire rate up a bit. It's important to have some bad upgrades to make the good ones feel good.
Yeah, you do. That's fair. I think you shared in the Discord that really useful extra credits video, and I think that's great. But yeah, I remember, I played my fair share of like Magic the Gathering and World of Warcraft and stuff like that, and you're like, well, they produce cards or gear or upgrades or whatever that just aren't as good as some of the other ones. They're just plain not as good. And you think, why are they wasting that space? Well, a lot of the time it's context dependent. It's play experience dependent. But also, yeah, like you say, it's just if everything was amazing, nothing's amazing.
Yeah.
Even in one of the most balanced games ever, like chess, obviously all the pieces are not equal.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So we cracked 3. Well, we've cracked. Whatever happens now, you've cracked 3,000.
I have, yeah. About time.
Yeah.
Yes, I have. Whoa. Oh, that was not a good idea.
So of course, when you've got the double shot, you're actually the engine strategy. There's going to be more.
Oh, hello.
The bullet's going to be pushing you further because there's three of them.
That makes sense. Dear me. This guy does mess with that strategy quite a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Oh.
So that's an interesting situation there. Like, did that feel cheap? Like you were going backwards and you couldn't see. Oh my god! Go on.
Yeah. Get out. Did that feel cheap? No.
Did it feel cheap because you were going backwards, but you were going backwards at pace?
Yeah, right? that felt like that was my choice.
Yeah. Because you should never feel like you were killed by something that you didn't see. We spent quite a lot of time tweaking that. It's things like how far, what's the range of these bullets? Where's the camera go? All that kind of stuff will make you feel like, was that a cheap shot, or could I have avoided that?
Yeah, but I mean, when you're doing the kind of questionable stuff I think you have to accept that sometimes you are going to back yourself into trouble. I'm always boosting at the moment. So I think you just, you accept that the speed you're going at is kind of under your control. It's your choice to be boosting like that.
Mm-hmm.
not a great score run, but
Yeah, so I think we're really getting there with the development of the game. So we it is just story stuff left to put in now, isn't it?
Yeah, and I mean it's not that that's not there. It's just that you can't put that in at quite the same time at quite the same rate because people.
No, and we also like there's that was lucky. I think get out and you need to like heal.
Okay,
there we
there
go. We also, because the story is going to be happening. Oh, this isn't looking. No, don't go that way. You should have just kept going.
Kept going backwards. Why did I stop? Oh, well.
Do you want to go to the main menu? Have a look at the scoreboard.
Yeah. Okay. So main menu. There we go.
How we doing? Seventh. That's
Boom.
good.
There we
Not
go.
quite top 5.
No. Well. No.
And you've doubled my score. Like when we first talked about doing these videos.
Yeah.
Like the way that you were concerned that it would be week on week, you trying to beat me.
Yeah, I was prepared for serious embarrassment.
It's the other way around.
Well,
this is I can't talk and play at the same time.
Well, maybe next time.
Don't have that kind of mind.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, next time what we'll do, you don't talk, you just focus up for a run or two, and
then you can just talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can fill the airtime.
We'll see how that goes.
And so we're thinking of playing some other games. Some like games that inspired this game, if that makes sense, or games. I was thinking we could name the series something like "Games What Are Like Our Games."
Yeah. Okay.
With Sean and Dave.
With Sean and Dave. Yeah, that sounds great.
Maybe play some games like Intelligent Design. There's a bunch I want to try. I've been keeping my eye on that. But yeah, so I think, well, I won't say what games we're going to start with. We've got one that we bought, one that you haven't played, one that it's an incredibly important game in the history of games. It's a very important game, actually.
Okay.
For lots of interesting reasons. So I'm quite excited to play that.
Sounds great.
But yeah, so head over to itch, grab a copy of the game, give it a try. If you like the video, then like it on YouTube and share it around with people who you might also think, or people who what you think might like it as well.
That too, yeah. That too.
You're the writer. You like.
Yeah. I think you handled that very well. We'll and hopefully we'll see you all on Discord and on YouTube and on Twitter as well. So
catch you later.